watchmen. We're here to watch over the souls of our people. How you doing, young man? What's your name, brother? What's your name? Madoshe? Where you from? Huh? You from here? Okay, what's your nationality is what I really want to ask you. When you see this sign right here, check the sign out on the side right there. What is the nationality of your father? So-called Haitian, right? Okay, so guess what? Haitian is not your true name, God-given name. God said you are of the tribe of Levi. Guess who else was of the tribe of Levi that has the same blood as you? You read in the Bible before? You read the Bible before? You know the history of the Bible? Huh? A little bit. You know who Moses is? Moses, the prophet Moses? Guess what? That's your great forefather. The blood that runs in your veins will take you all the way back to the prophets of this Bible. The blood that runs in your veins will take you back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to show our brothers and our sisters that they are the children of this book. If you have any questions, come forth and ask, all right? But what I'm going to show you right now is how should a young man like yourself live his life? Should you live your life as a Haitian? Should you live your life as a Haitian American? Should you live your life as an American? No, God never said that for you. I'm going to show you real quick. Read this. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 real quick. I'm going to show you your true history according to the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Read this real quick. Verse 15. No, give me verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Bible is saying if you listen to the Bible, right? If you listen diligently to his word, read on.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To observe and do his commandments. So let me ask you a question. Do you know any of God's commandments? Huh? You do? So recite some of them commandments for me real quick. And I'm going to show you some more. Thou shalt not steal, right? That's in there. What else? Thou shalt not kill, right? Very good, very good. What else? What else? What we got of the 10 Commandments? We got thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Keep the Sabbath day holy, which is today. So what we going don't take the Lord's name in vain, which means don't take his name, this Bible in a lie. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to diligently show you God's commandments. All right. Because there's a consequence if you don't keep his commandments. And there's a blessing if you do. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm going to ask you right now is, do you want to be blessed of God? Do you want God to bless you? Okay, so we're going to show you how to according to the Bible. Read that real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
Guess what? This Bible's talking about you. God said, where shall you cleanse your ways? Because guess what? You've been taught filth here in America. You've been taught that it's okay to vote. You've been taught that it's okay to be an American, that it's okay to celebrate Christmas. You understand what I'm saying? Those are not the customs of your fathers. That's not our history. You've been taught that it's okay to celebrate Halloween and Valentine's Day. Where do these things come from? You'll find out that those are sinful ways. Those are customs that we learned in this slavery right here. You understand? So back on the island of Hispaniola, right? Your great forefathers was fought over by who? The French, right? You remember that history? And then when they won and prevailed, those people of the French, they called them Haitians, right? Meaning this is a place of hell, Haiti. Because y'all gave them hell on that island. That's right. With the wars. You understand what I'm saying? So what we're trying to do is show you is that according to the Bible, that's not your history of being called a Haitian because another person gave you that name. But what did God call you? So read this again.
Psalms 119, verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
So how shall you cleanse your ways? You cleanse your ways by coming before the prophets and learning your true history like you're doing today. Brother, you don't realize you got a lot of questions about you that you want to know how to learn how to get yourself right according to God. That's why you came up. You understand? So keep reading.
By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
So the way you cleanse your ways of not being a Haitian or an American and come to being an Israelite is you take heed to God's word. Do you understand? You understand? So if you love God, you're going to take heed to his word, plain and simple. All right? So we're going to show you. Give me Leviticus chapter 19. Because I spoke about some of the commandments, all right? And please stop me at any time if you got to ask a question, okay? All right? But until then, we're going to teach you. Thus saith the Lord. Here we go. So the Bible said, where should a young man cleanse his ways, right? I'm going to show you a law of the beard. How should a young man look, first and foremost? Read that.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your head.
So God said we're not supposed to have the Michael Jordan bald head look. You said you're not to round the corners of your heads, right? That's what God is saying. Don't shave off the corners of your head. Read on.
Neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Neither shall you mar the corners of your beard. Now take a look at all of us real quick. Every brother you see. You see we have beards on our faces because Christ had a beard on his face. Moses had a beard on his face. You see what I'm saying? The priest Aaron, he had a beard on his face. Moses is your forefather. His brother Aaron is your forefather. So guess what? If you want to be Christ-like, you got to look just like Christ.
That's right.
And you got to roll just like Christ did. If we call ourselves Christians,
Right.
if you're a man, you have a beard on your face. I'm sorry to tell you, but that law of God is not done away with. Christ kept that law. Christ had a beard. When he was on the cross, how did they rip his beard off his chin? And I'm going to tell you straight. This image you see on this billboard over here, that's not what Christ looked like. Christ looked just like you, brother. Christ didn't look like this. Christ looked just like he came in looking just dark, just like you, like all of us. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to show you that too. So that's why we're trying to show our people is that this Bible right here is your history book. That's right. God is black. Adam is black. Eve is black. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the mother Mary, the prophet Paul, the people of the Bible are black.
That's right.
But you so-called blacks don't know that. Guess what? You do now. We're going to read it to you. So read on where you at.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your head.
You shall not round the corners of your head. Don't have a bald head that Michael Jordan look. Why? Because that's the custom of Africans.
Right.
Of the sons of Ham. You are not Hamites. You are Shem of Noah's sons. So you can understand. You are not Ham. Who has the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary real quick? Let me get that definition. You know what I want. Hold on. Stay where you at. Stay where you at. Keep reading where you are.
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
And neither shall you shave off your beards. Just in case you was confused, we're going to get it somewhere else. Get it other one. 21 and 5.
Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
So you shall not make baldness once again upon your head. Reason why I'm saying this is because this was an old African custom. You understand what I'm saying? And when we was on the landmass of what we call Africa, right? Our forefathers stayed on the west ports of Africa. And there was something called the transatlantic slave trade. When African people and Arab people, you know, the so-called Arab people that the ISIS members and all that kind of stuff, the Sudanese and all them kind of people like that, those two races of people, they took you and they sold you to what? The white man. And that's how y'all got to the French. And y'all went to that island of Hispaniola, and they called it Haiti. You see what I'm saying? But just because you black don't mean that you're the same as an African, is what I'm telling you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because the people that traveled from the west ports of Africa to Hispaniola, they were the Israelites. They were your forefathers. In particular, they were of the tribe of Levi.
That's right.
Your forefathers were the priests of God.
That's right.
You were the priests. What does that mean? The top leaders. You see what I'm saying? Y'all were the top leaders of the Lord back then towards the people of Israel, towards your whole nation. You see all these tribes right here? That's your nation of people. So nonetheless, let's read God's word. Read that again.
Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
So what was your name again, brother? I'm sorry. Madoshe. God told you that you're not supposed to shave your beard. That's how you cleanse your way, because guess what? America told you in order for you to get a job, in order for you to work for our McDonald's, what you got to do? Shave your beard, don't they? And if you don't shave your beard, you don't fit the criteria of being to work at a McDonald's or any type of job. That's not so in America. You can have your beard. You can look exactly how God wants you to look.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You can look like Christ. So I see you got bumps on your chin. Grow your beard, brother. You see what I'm saying? You can grow a beard. You can grow a beard, can't you? Okay, so grow that thing out. Why? Because God said so. And we want our people to look godlike. Let's get some more laws. Do you eat pork? You don't eat pork? Okay, we're going to show you even so you don't eat pork and things that you can and cannot eat. God told us how we should look. God told us how we should eat. God told us how to walk in this life. That's right, black man, black woman. We got to stop living our lives for God to serve us. We got to serve God. Give me Deuteronomy chapter, 10 and 12 real quick. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and also, brother, we trying to have you understand as well, is that we have to stop living our lives to where God can benefit us. We gotta serve God, plain and simple. In order for you to receive blessings of God, you gotta serve Him. We can't live our lives with what is God gonna do for me, or without you keeping His commandments. If you keep God's commandments, you will inherit a blessing. That's right. But right now, you so-called blacks and Hispanics have gotten a curse. So read this real quick. What does God need of you? Ask yourself that, and we're going to read this real quick. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel.
And now who?
And now, Israel.
And now who?
And now, Israel.
The Israelites are you so-called blacks, you Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
Brother, you are an Israelite of the tribe of Levi. You understand what I'm saying? You are not Haitian.
That's right.
So let's see what God needs of you. Read.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does require mean? Need. Plain and simple. We're going to make this thing plain to you. When you go into any type of job, event or whatever, right, trying to get a job, you have to meet the certain requirements, right? So let's see what God needs of you. That's right. We've been taught that God gonna bless you no matter what. Just believe on Him and do right. That's it. That's good. That's it. That's all you got to do. Go to church, pay your tithes and offerings, and that's it. He gonna bless you, son. Believe on Him. But we're gonna show you that God needs you to do something for Him. Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
So number one, when dealing with God, He wants you to fear Him. Fear what? His judgments. Because if you sin, He will judge you. God can put you to death. God can bring you life, and He can put you to death as well. You see what I'm saying? He has the power of all those things. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? So it said what? Read that part again.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
Fear the Lord thy God means you fear God's judgments. All right? You fear what He can do to you if you sin. Read.
To walk in all His ways.
And then the Bible said you got to walk in all His ways. So let me ask you something. Would you see God smoking or anything like that? Ask yourself, yes or no. It's a yes or no question. Huh? No, right? So why would you do it? God said walk in all His ways. That's the point I'm trying to bring to you. Would you see God stealing? Because He said walk in all His ways, right? And He told you the ways to go about your life. It's in the commandments, and the commandment about the beard, and what you should and should not eat. God is not a hypocrite. Anything He tell you to do, He ain't gonna do it. You understand? So read on.
And to love Him.
And to love Him. So let's see, how do you love God? That's right. The Bible is going to tell you exactly how do you love God, black man, black woman. So let's see how you love God according to the Bible.
1 John chapter 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God.
This right here is the definition of love according to the Bible. And this is what happens in our churches and in our school systems. We fail to learn the basics on how to teach our people. Read. So this is what love is according to the Bible.
That we keep His commandments.
Bam, there you go. Is that simple or what? God said the definition of love is to keep His commandments. If it was written any kind of way, we tell you that. But God said this is my program, so follow by it. Love is keeping His commandments. Love is also showing your brother to keep the commandments. So guess what? We showing you love according to the Bible. Our people don't understand and realize love. Y'all don't realize that we love you speaking out here on the street corner more than you love yourself. Because we teaching you God's commandments. That's the greatest love on earth. To tell my sister, don't sleep with that brother. He has to marry you.
Right.
He has to honor you. Right. He cannot make you a whore and have you pregnant in your grandmother's house or in your mother's house. You have to love one another as a nation. That's how we fix our issues. So brother, we showing you love.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates on all our YouTube channels. Shalom.